Hi everybody. Really excited today to kick off my YouTube channel. Um, I'm a gamer streamer, but I'm going to start putting content up on YouTube, uh, and I'm going to kick it off with a bang. So many of you may know, or many of you may not know, that I'm a big fan of Destiny. Destiny 2 is just around the corner, and I've been playing Destiny on both Xbox and PlayStation 4. Um, for the last few years, but they added a new machine to the mix, or a new place for me to play. So I did have a gaming PC, but it just wasn't quite up to the task. So today is going to be part one of a multi-part series, only because all the powers that be won't get my stuff to me all in the same pass. So I'm going to start with what I've got. And I'm going to build a Threadripper build. And this is the reason why I thought it might be a good idea to share it. Because when I was shopping for boards, I actually couldn't find a single interview or a review where they actually covered the board that I was interested in. It was down to two. One of them was the Fatality X399. Was it? I think it was ASRock. I was kind of interested in it because it had the 10 gigabit and dual 1 gigabit Ethernet, and then it also had the Sound Blaster enhancement, the creative enhancements. I ended up going with another alternative, and I'm going to show you that in a bit. So I guess without further ado, let's get to it. Let's see, I have boxes over here, and I'm going to be doing the unboxing kind of stuff today. When I get the rest of the stuff here, I'm also going to be doing the build and videoing that and putting it up. Hopefully, if anyone's interested in that, they'll have a chance to see how you put it together and what it turns out like. So, I have the Trident Z RGB PC. What is it? The 3200 G.Skill. Pretty heavy. I guess there's probably something really impressive in the box other than the memory for this much weight. Be right back. Start an unboxing video without anything to actually cut through all the madness. I will never know. Well, I guess I will know now. Ooh, shiny, matched memory. Oh, look at that. So each set comes with a little G.Skill sticker. Also seems to be slightly different from the way it looked online, but it actually looks better than it looked online, so I'm not really complaining. These are 4x16, so 64 gigs. Let's put that over there. And put that over there. Nobody saw that, right? Didn't happen. Right. Okay. Kind of have an idea of what's in here, but then again, I kind of don't. All right. Thermal compound. All right. processor. What a strange box. But, you know, it was a little big for the 2 items that were in it, but I'm not really complaining because shiny. I mean, literally shiny. So, yeah, it has a little hologram over here. I'm not going to really show you that because it's got all kinds of serial number and all that kind of random stuff over there. I am interested in opening it, but I will wait and open this when I start the build because I'm not really trying to misplace the processor or damage it or do anything random to it. And if you've noticed, I already dropped the box. So let's kind of put this somewhere safe. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be the motherboard I was talking about earlier. And this is why I didn't think I would need anything to cut open tape. Because look. And so I got a coupon for Grubhub somehow. That's cool, I suppose. And I'm just going to put that over there because food. And invoice. Yes, and of course it's in the box down upside down. But let's see, like everything is so shiny. So I got this motherboard for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, and probably one of the most important reasons, but not the most important reason, but up there. When I actually started ordering, everywhere that carried the Threadripper motherboards that, well, anyway, I was interested in shopping from, was sold out of the Fatality board. It was kind of impressive. They were sold out of pretty much everything except for the Asus, the ROG board, the extreme top of the line one, and this board, which I was looking at as an alternative in the first place. And it was between these 2 boards, and I'd kind of started leaning towards this one, and then basically supply and demand made up my mind for me. So let's see. Does it just, does everything just drop? I feel some pieces sliding and some pieces not sliding. It feels like, there we go. It wants to open this way. All right. Ooh. So, team up and fight on. I don't really know what that means. I guess maybe it's supposed to be when you're playing esports, and it's assuming that you're not playing competitive Minecraft, I guess. Okay. So, shininess. And let's go and take that off. The other reason why I was really interested in this board is because of the shiny factor. This board has RGB lighting actually on the board. The dim slots, the PCI Express slots, and some of the other places around here, the heat sinks and whatever, they have RGB lighting built into them. So, you know, I was kind of like, ooh. And if you've, you know, noticed anything, I'm a big fan of shiny. I've said it multiple times in this one video. So you kind of, if you didn't know, now you know. So let's take this out for a second. It's very heavy. Very heavy. And I am going to put this on top of this for now, just so I can see what else is in the box. right, so the obligatory stickers. So I don't expect too much from these. I don't expect too many of them to go on my case, but you know, maybe they'll grow on me. Who knows? Multilingual installation guide. Ooh, motherboard manual, user manual, and drivers, because people still use optical drives, despite what anyone says. All right, I hope that key is not important. Meh. All right, so the IO RF shield, the Wi-Fi antenna for the built-in Wi-Fi, so me and the Wi-Fi's will be all right. SLI bridge, it looks like, okay. But wait, there's more. Not exactly sure what this is. Oh, this is the G connector. Oh yeah. What this is supposed to be kind of to make your life a little bit easier. I believe this is the one. Kind of a standoff for connecting all of the various junk on the motherboard. Doesn't look like that. Then again, it's kind of hard to see through the plastic, and so I will just leave that for now. SATA cable. Something else. Yes, you guys are probably going, dude, it's XYZ. Yeah, I have no clue. Okay, I'll figure it out. That's what the manual that I'm not going to open is for. Because, you know, reading is fundamental. All right, another wire of some sort that I think is connected to some type of LED? And another one. Suppose this is why they put the manual in here, so that you would know what these things are as you're unpacking them, and make sure you have as many of these doodads as you're supposed to. Meh. There's another one of those. Another SATA cable, actually two more. So I think there were two in the first one. Okay. Two here, and wristbands. It looks like of some sort. Oh, wire tie downs. Good times. I think that's what these are. Yes, they are Velcro and everything. And then a couple of standoffs for standing off things. And the box is pretty much empty except for the stuff I just threw back in there. So I'm going to throw the rest of the stuff back in there because, you know, I'm not really trying to start looking for things while I'm waiting for the other things to get here. But, forgive me, I am not going to be all that neat and or tidy. Good grief, that is a heavy board. Alright. I'm going to put this over here. And now the final box that I actually have right now is my case. Alright. It's probably a bit too big to open on the desk, but I am a glutton for punishment, so I'm going to give it a shot. And I'm making the assumption that when I open it from the bottom and slide it out, it'll be right side up. So, I can't promise you this is going to turn out well. Oh look, it's a box in a box. So, I am officially unboxing a box, it would seem. So let me set this up. Try and bring it up here that way. Let's see how much stuff I break. Ooh, that is not going to work out. So let me... Oh yeah. All right. Okay. Oh, all right. All right. I'm back. Oh. The world is evil. So are stairs. All right. Anyway, Enthoo Luxe, the black version. This comes in gray as well. And of course, I got this for the same reason I got the motherboard. I was looking at a bunch of cases, and it was between this and a couple of other cases. But this one had the shiny factor, and some glass. So let's try that again. Kind of interested in finding out what's in that other box. Let's not jump to the end. I have a feeling this box is the box that was other box that was supposed to be here yesterday. And you know how I was guessing that if I opened it up this way, then hopefully I would be opening it up at the bottom of the case? No. It's the back. Surprise! Okay. Well, anyway. Of course. There we go. Oh, yeah. Whew. And man, does that look super shiny. All right. Let me just kind of get this out, get this out, and see which way it opens. And I will share the unplasticking with you. Oh. Now, I am not going to be taking off this layer until it's built because of fingerprints. I am not really trying to spend the next 2 hours of my life after I build my system cleaning fingerprints off of the glass. But what I will do is see how this thing opens up. Or try to see anyway. So a couple of thumb screws in the front. And it looks like it's on a hinge. So this might go just like that. And ooh, there's stuff in here. So, let me try and get this up here. And then I'll come around to the other side and try and see what's in here. So, accessory box. And, oh look, they have a picture of the gray one. Oh, that's nice. All the screws and stuff are all in their own nice little case. Tie-offs. I'm guessing that these are for SSD, or are they? Ooh, it's soft. Oh, it's for what the like a little pump, I'm assuming, from if you decide to go water cooling. And I'm guessing same concept. As you've probably guessed, I am not building this to be a water-cooled system for now. I just didn't really see any real reason for it. I am getting a all-in-one cooler. I don't know if that's here or not, but I do not plan on water cooling this system all together with the graphics card and all of that stuff straight out the gate. I am trying to get this built for the Destiny 2 beta for PC, see how it runs with the stuff that I've got, and then if I need to tweak it, add another card, an SLI, or whatever, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I am really interested to see what the game runs like, though. Alright, so I am going to take off the back, and you can see that through the front. Now, there are two more thumb screws. I'm kind of sad that they don't stay in when you unscrew them. That would make life so much easier and a little more lossless. Because right now I'm already concerned I am going to lose these things. I tend to lose them for just about every case I've ever owned. Alright. So. Oh, look at that. Ooh. And they have ran a ton of wires back here. I'm kind of... Let me move this box out of the way so I can kind of close this. See. Alright. And yeah, so as you see, they're trying to give you the big hint, hey, you sloppy guy, oh, why don't you get your shit together and learn how to run wires. And I may very well do that, because, shiny. And shiny looks shinier when it's, neat. I'm guessing that these are power and a controller for the RGB that's built into the case. So the case has RGB that goes around the edges. If you look at the front, it'll probably be the easiest to kind of see where it's supposed to show up. So there's these little pathways on the side here, on both sides on the front, that go all the way around the top and down the front, and those are supposed to light up. And they're supposed to be controllable from the motherboard also, so I am looking forward to that. And in case you're wondering what I'm fidgeting with right now, the top filter just basically pops off. There's these little clips. Clips always worry me because, you know, wear and tear, but I think these will be okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you push them down to lock them in. And if you push it down again, it unlocks. And then you can just pull it up. So, yeah, this should be pretty good. And let's see, is there any way to get to the front? Doesn't seem to be. There's a filter along the bottom also. You get to it from the back here. It just slides out. That's a small filter. Okay, this must be for the power supply, which means there's got to be another one for the front. I just can't get to. Is it magnetic? Alright. I might actually have to look under here to figure it out. Yeah. Where's this whole? Oh, it might be this. Ah, it's the whole thing. It looks like it's actually part of the front of the case, or the underside of the case, but it's actually a handle to pull out the front filter. So that is awesome. Kind of interested in how, or if, how to get to, or if there is a front filter to get to. And this could have been easier. Let's see. I am trying too hard. Here we go. And there's a shiny button on the top, and all of the I/O for the case is in the front, and this little, this door right here, and there are a couple of additional places to put, you know, 5 1/4 drives in case I decide I want to put a Blu-ray player in here, or maybe a UHD player. I may do that just for giggles. Yeah, why not? All right, so that's the case. There are a couple fans in here, I guess. I didn't really go through because, yeah, they probably need to go away, and I will probably be on Amazon as soon as I kind of figure out where everything's going to be when I set everything up, ordering fans. Yeah. All right. So let me move this out of the way. I should probably put those screws back in because I've already mentioned that I'm worried about losing them, and I think one of them was already rolled off somewhere. Ah, here it is. There we go. And I'm going to just put these up so that I don't worry about it as much. I say as much because these things really seem like they are barely long enough to thread in. I suppose that's cool. And then put this at least in the hole where it belongs, even though I'm not putting the back panel on right now. I just don't want to lose these things. Turn it around so figure out where they were. Thought they were up here in the front. Oh, yes, they're back here. What was I thinking? See the other one was probably down. It is. All right. We are winning. So the other thing I'm kind of excited about with getting this PC, I mean, I could have done it with my current PC, is playing some PUBG. I know it's coming to the Xbox One at some point in the future. They say this year, but you know, we'll see. And so here's the new box that came today. I have a feeling I'm going to be unboxing a box. And I know. It'd be nice if I put this up on the desk. But if I do, I think I'm going to hit just about everything I have up there. So. More stuff. All right, and that's interesting. I am taking this off because they put another shipping label inside. I'm assuming they tried to ship this thing raw, and that's why it did not come to me, because it is kind of a hot mess now. I'll kind of give this, like, I didn't actually rip this anymore, I'm just pulling it off. It's basically that ripped up. The box looks a little kind of damaged, and yes, there is an actual shipping label on the plastic that I'm trying to get off here. And I'm not exactly sure what happened here, but the plastic is stuck to the box. I'm trying to be very gentle with it. It doesn't ruin my box any more than it already has. But just so you can see the shipping label. So that was interesting. it's the power supply. I was kind of waffling between 1500 and 1200 and 1000, and my current system is running on 1000. This thing should probably pull about the same power as my current system, and my current system rarely gets to about the halfway point, to around 500, because everything in it used to get pretty close to the top end when I had mechanical drives in there, but with everything in there being SSD now, I do have like one mechanical drive that is almost never being used, so it powers off, and so I don't think I'll push this thing to the limit, but we'll see. If I need to order another power supply, I will be very sad. Sad, sad, sad. Yes, and you guys will all laugh at me because I underestimated. That being said, I guess maybe I should open this up, and yeah, it's really kind of torn up here. I'm kind of upset about this. My last unboxing for the day, and it's kind of ending on a low note because they beat the holy crap out of my power supply, and then tried to basically repackage it and make me feel like they didn't beat the crap out of it. Let's see. What did I... there we go. The inner box looks alright at least. Smells like toxic fumes. Awesome. So here we are. It is, like I said, the Platinum series. You probably saw that from the front. There's the user manual, warranty, yay, and safety information. Probably something in here says don't sniff everything in here. So yeah, I've already violated that, I'm sure. So, and then another little case sticker emblem dilly-majigger that will probably not go on there. I don't know. Maybe I might feel a tinge of nostalgia from when I was younger and used to stick those things on the case as much as I possibly could, to the point where you couldn't really actually see the case. But I think that the case that I have is pretty nice looking, so I don't really know if I want to do that. I might put one or two things on there. Yes, I know I'm breaking down. One or two things on there, depending on what it looks like when everything's in there. We'll see. I'm not going to go overboard. But as you may have seen this, and I've kind of glossed completely over, very nicely packed. It is a premium experience so far, except for the shipping. Yes, wire ties, and yes, they have all manner of cables in here. This is the motherboard. Was it 24 pin? I believe it is. And it's kind of, oh, okay, I guess it's segmented, and so on this end it's split apart, and on the other end it's not. Alright. And so 8-pin PCIe, another one, and another one, and another one that is just 8. This is probably one of the ones that goes to the motherboard. Here's another 8 or 6. I mean, it's, you know, can be either. And here are some SATA power. Another set of SATA. And that's interesting. Oh, this must be the end that goes into the power supply. And a set of the old school 4-pin Molex, whatever, which will not be used, I don't believe, anywhere in my system. I'm thinking, yeah, I can throw those away, I'm pretty sure. Okay, here's another set. So unless there's some weirdness that goes on with the cooler I have, the all-in-one cooler I have, or something else that I'm not considering, those are all pretty much just not going to be used. But it's nice that they are included just in case I decide to get a wild hair with my butt and put something super duper legacy in my PC. No, not going to happen. Alright, more SATA. SATA is good. 8-pin. This one is probably for the other motherboard connector, I'm guessing. Maybe graphics. And here is a USB adapter to the motherboard header adapter. So the version of the power supply I've got actually allows you to monitor the power supply, control the fan speed on the power supply, and basically kind of just make sure that, you know, what you're doing with it, like how much, I guess, wattage is being drawn at any given time, and, you know, the health of the power supply and the fan or whatever. So I'm kind of excited about that because, you know, again, shiny. And so power supply itself is in its own little pouch. So I think I can take this and put this down here now. And yes, okay, I already took these out, right? Yes. In case you didn't see that, these are Molex to the little 4-pin adapters. I should probably take all this stuff and put that back in there, just because it's getting a little messy up here, and I kind of just glossed right over the power supply or the power cable, and look at how thick this beast is. I don't know if you can see it in the video. I probably am not doing it justice, but this thing is huge. So just to give you an idea, I'm 6'2", and I have fairly thick fingers, and so yeah, you can kind of get an idea of how thick this is based on that. Yeah, so it is hefty. And this is feeling pretty solid also. Only thing that I wish this power supply had would be RGB, because, you know, it's like more cowbell. You can never get enough cowbell, and you can never get enough RGB. You can, really, but, you know, I wouldn't mind having it and having the option to turn it off rather than not having the option at all. So, that's it. I'd rather than put every penny into making a quality product, because, you know, heart of the system and all that good stuff. You know. Or maybe I should probably think of it as the bowels or the stomach of the system. You know, getting the energy to everywhere, or, you know, because I guess the heart of the system might be the motherboard, and the brains might be the CPU. Who knows? I don't know where I'm going with this analogy. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to plug in here. Uh, and so I'm just gonna kind of give you a close-up view because the views on the websites that I've gone to were not, and hopefully that is good and in focus for you. And so fan side, and here's what the back side looks like out of the box. There's this little sticker here, probably stopping me from doing something stupid. Oh, it's just letting me know that I can run this thing silently if I, go low to medium usage, which I'm thinking it's probably going to be at most of the time, except for when I'm actually gaming. So when I'm doing other work on it, I don't think I'm going to draw enough power to make the fan turn on. So pretty excited about that also. That was the other reason why I was considering getting a bigger, even bigger power supply, just because I kind of wanted to give it more headroom for that. But I ended up going with 1,000 just because I didn't really see a point to having a power supply that was just overly excessive. So, I think that's it. So I'm going to wrap it up today. I will put links to my Twitch channel and come follow me there if you want to. Subscribe down below if you want to see more of my Threadripper build as I get it put together. And I hope to see you soon.